Hello again. One of the things which I have particularly noticed in the last 30 or 40 years is the way in which patriotism has come to be seen as tantamount to racism or xenophobia. We see this in Britain, of course, when there is controversy over the singing songs on the last night of the Promenade concerts, such as Rule Britannia or Land of Hope and Glory. How dare the British celebrate their racist history in this way? Just like the Americans, their very prosperity was built upon the transatlantic slave trade, surely. At the same time that we in the West have become ashamed of our history and achievements, other parts of the world are seeing a resurgence in bellicose patriotism based on ethnicity or religion. We see, for example, the Arab Republic of Egypt, the Syrian Arab Republic, the Islamic Republic of Iran, and, of course, more recently, the Jewish Republic of Israel. Other countries are able to assert their pride in belonging to a certain ethnicity or religion, but not us. Imagine the fuss there would be if Britain were to declare itself the United White Christian Kingdom. Can you imagine anything more racist? Why is this any different from an Arab Republic, Jewish Republic or Islamic Republic? The answer is simple. It is not. Indeed, when I was a young man, it was common for people to say of England that this is a Christian country. Just try saying that these days and see how long it is before the thought police are kicking your door down. Here's a good game. Spot the odd one out. Arab pride? Black pride? Sikh pride? White pride? Well, that was an easy one. What about Scottish nationalist, Welsh nationalist, Irish nationalist and English nationalist? Which of those groups are likely to be racist football hooligans and far-right terrorists? Why? I have an idea that the tolerance of the English-speaking countries such as Britain, America, Canada, Australia and New Zealand and so on have now been weaponised against them. They invited into their nations as an act of charity a fifth column who are busily engaged, with the help of various liberals and academics, in attempting to destroy the very things which made those nations a force for good in the world. Does anybody ever stop to ask themselves why it is that predominantly white and English-speaking countries are the ones to which refugees flock, rather than places like Iran, North Korea or Zimbabwe? Zimbabwe is an interesting case because, of course, Britain helped to dismantle the country. The previous country, that is, Rhodesia. It was horribly racist. One wonders why the inhabitants of this country, which is now ruled by black nationalists, are fleeing in such numbers in a way that they never did when Ian Smith was in power. South Africa, of course, has gone the same way. It's time, perhaps, for people in Britain and America to celebrate their identities and take pride in who they are and what their nations have achieved. Somebody asked me in an email this morning what laws I would make if I were in charge. I'm going to make a separate video about this because I can think of one or two which might halt and then reverse the mad pickle into which Britain has lately got itself.